Today's lesson is lesson 6 and topic 8. What we will do today, we will learn how to compare fractions. So this is compare fractions, and let's see what questions that we are going to solve today. Okay, we are going to solve questions like these questions. We are going to compare fractions. Write greater than, less than, or equal. Use number lines, fractions, fraction steps, or equivalent fractions. Use any way that you can use to tell which one is greater. So to start, my heroes, we need to open our books page. Tell me, my heroes, what page is this?
443.
442. Okay, my heroes, open your books, and now I'll play a video. I want you to focus with the video, and please try to focus with the video and do not use your mics without permission.
How can you compare fractions with unlike denominators? Think about this question during the lesson. Isabella's father is building a model dinosaur with small pieces of wood. Compare the lengths of the pieces of wood. Compare 1/4 inch and 5/6 inch. Then compare 4/5 inch and 4/10 inch. What fractions are you comparing in this problem? You are comparing 1/4 to 5/6 and 4/5 to 4/10. You can compare these fractions because they refer to the same whole, an inch. What are some ways to compare fractions?
Okay, anyone remember anything about this? Do you remember what we learned before, how to compare fractions? We learned before that we may use benchmarks to compare fractions, and we did this before. Now today, let's see what we can do today.
One way is to find equivalent fractions with a common denominator. Another way is to plot both fractions on a number line. Compare 1/4 and 5/6 by renaming each fraction so they both have the same denominator. Multiply one or both fractions by a fraction equal to 1 to get equivalent fractions with a common denominator. Then compare the numerators of the fractions. 1/4 times 3/3 equals 3/12. So 1/4 equals 3/12. By what fraction do you need to multiply 5/6 to get an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 12?
Select your answer.
Okay, of course, my heroes, this is 6, so we need it to be 12. I know that you know what number can we use to multiply 6 by this number to get 12. 6 times what gives 12?
تسمي صالح.
Okay,
تيجي
Salah.
على الغافل. 2.
6 times 2. Thank you, Salah.
Multiply 5/6 by 2/2 to get a denominator of 12. 5/6 times 2/2 equals 10/12. So 5/6 equals 10/12. Compare the numerators of the renamed fractions. 3/12 is less than 10/12. So 1/4 is less than 5/6. Compare 4/5 and 4/10 on a number line. The tenths are shown below the number line. The fifths are shown above the number line. How does the number line help you understand how the fractions compare? The fraction that is farther to the right on a number line is greater. So 4/5 is greater than 4/10.
Okay, before we move, my heroes, you need to focus that the numbers to the right are greater. So that's why 4/5 is more than 4/10.
Why is 4/10 less than 4/5, even though 10 is greater than 5? When the denominator of a fraction increases, the size of each part is smaller. If the number of parts, the numerator, is the same, the fraction with the lesser denominator is the greater fraction because each part is larger. So 4/10 is less than 4/5, even though 10 is greater than 5. Now you know how to compare fractions with unlike denominators.
Okay.
Great job!
My heroes, now we move to the book. And we'll move to the next page. And before we solve the questions, we need first to summarize and to know what steps can we do to compare fractions. So, give me a second, I will open a page. Okay, my heroes, I will use this page. And please focus with me. This is very important, my heroes. We need to summarize how to compare fractions. We have three cases. The first case is when the two fractions have the same denominator. An example for that, 1/5 and 2/5. In this case, my heroes, it's very simple. 2/5 is more than 1/5. Again, another question for 9th and 3/9. Daniel? عبد الله العتيبي. محمد جواد. Yusuf. Of course, my heroes, you know that when I ask you to answer and you don't answer me, you get a note.
Mr. Say my name.
Me, Yusuf.
Okay, Yusuf, go ahead. Which one is greater, 4/9 or 3/9?
4/9.
Excellent, thank you, my hero. So, my heroes, why we do this? If we have the same denominator, so we have the same size of the part. So, the more parts you have, the bigger fraction you get. For example, if we have 3/10 and 7/10, both of them are tenths. In this case, we choose the more number of parts because the size of all parts is the size of the parts are the same. They are the same, all of them. They have the same size. Ahmed Ali? Ahmed Ali?
Yeah.
Which one is greater?
Yeah.
Quickly, Ahmed.
7/10.
Excellent. Thank you, my hero. And now, my heroes, we move to the next step. The next step is if you have the same, the second case, if you have the same numerator. In this case, in this case, my heroes, we have a question like this one, 1/2 and 1/4. And it's very, very important for you to know that You have the same number of parts, but the parts are not equal in size. This is half and this is fourth. So you need to think which one is bigger, the half or the fourth. If you break something into two halves, okay, so 1/2, and if you break it to 4 parts and take only one part, this is 1/4. So which one is greater, this part or this part? Of course, the 1/2. And simply, my heroes, we can say that if you have bigger number in the denominator, so the size of each part is smaller than if you have small number in the denominator. Okay, let's do this again. 3/5, 3/7. Laith?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Which one's greater?
Yes. Which was greater? Three,
3/5. Excellent. So we have 5ths and 7ths, and 5ths, this is the part, each one part here, the size of each part is more than the size of each part
Yeah.
in the 7ths. Thank you, Leif. Great work. Okay, let's take another one. 4/9 and 4/8. Ali Saleh?
Yes, teacher.
Which one is greater, 4/9 or 4/8?
4/9.
Okay, the 9th is more than the 8th. That's what you mean? Each part here for the first fraction, the size of the part is bigger than the size of the part in the other fraction?
Yes.
Okay, think of something that you have and you break it to 9 parts. And the same thing if you divide it into 8 parts. Which one will have bigger parts? When you break it to 9 or break it to 8? The same thing. You have a bar of chocolate and you break it. You have a bar of chocolate and you break it to 9 parts or 8 parts to get bigger.
Teacher, 8.
So 8 parts is greater. So that's why 4/8 is more than 4/9. Okay, Ali? Thank you, Ali.
Okay.
And let's take another one. 7/10 and 7/5. Abdurrahman Anwar? Abdurrahman Anwar?
Yes.
Okay, Abdurrahman,
Yes.
which one is greater? In which one we have greater part, in the 10ths or the 5ths? If you
What?
which one has bigger parts in size? The size of each one part is bigger in 1/10 or 1/5?
1/10.
1/10 the part is bigger. If you break the bar of chocolate into 10 parts, you get bigger parts.
No.
You will get bigger parts when you break it to 5 parts. So, which one
Yes.
has
fine.
bigger size? The 7/10 or the 7/5? You said that 1/5 is greater than 1/10. So which
Yes,
one is
I
greater,
said this.
7/10 or 7/5?
7/10.
But tenths have the smaller the smaller parts in size. So the parts are very, very small. And the fifths, the parts are big. So 7 of the big parts are more than 7 of the small parts. Which one has the big parts?
7 and
7 what? 7/5?
yes.
Yes, that's why 7/5 is greater than 7/10. So we use less than. 7/10 is less than 7/5.
Less than.
So teacher, you mean like if I is the number small like 7/5 because the part will be bigger, but if it's 7/10 it will be smaller. That's what you mean, right?
Yes. Okay. Okay. Let me give you another example. Please mute your mics. 3/9,
Okay.
5/9, 4/11, 4/15. And we need to solve the two questions. And as you see here, we have the same denominator, and in the second one, we have the same numerator in the top. To be sure, my heroes, if you have the same denominator, so simply the more parts you get, the more number you get, the more fraction you get, the more parts in size you get. But if you have the same number of the same number of parts, so this in the top is the number of parts, and down this is the size of part of each part. Now, if you have the same number of parts in the top and different size, so if the number in the denominator is bigger, so the size is smaller. So if you break something into 15 parts, you will get smaller parts. That's why 15 parts gives smaller parts, because it's more than 11. When you break something more, you get smaller parts. That's why 4/11 is more. Now you can compare the two next to each other. And my heroes, we have another way. If you don't have, this is the third case, if you don't have same numerator or denominator, so different numerator and denominators. We have many ways to do this. I will explain to you one way, and please focus with this one. This is very, very important method. I will write it big here. 3/5 and 4/7. We need to know which one is greater, and I don't have common numerator or common denominator. In this case, my heroes, I will use a method, I call it scissors. I will multiply each denominator by the other numerator. So I multiply the 5 by the 4. It gives 20. And multiply the 7 by the 3. It gives 21. So I see that 21 is more than 20, and the answer is 3/5 is bigger than 4/7. Okay, let's do this again. I will write another fractions. I will write other fractions. Let's see. 2/7 and 4/9. And I need one of my heroes to help me, so I will call one of my heroes. Malik Tamer.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Malik. How can we do this?
Teacher, I have a question.
No, wait. Not now. Malik, go ahead.
Yes. Which is greater?
Yes, we use the scissors method.
Okay.
Okay, the scissors says that we multiply the 7 by.
The greater is 7.
No. I don't want the final answer. Tell me how.
4, 9, and 2.
Yes, 7 multiplied by 4 equals.
7 multiplied by 4 equal with 4 multiplied by 6 equal with 37. 4 multiplied by 7 equal
28. My hero, you
Yes,
need to check the
28.
table. And you will multiply the 9 by.
9 multiplied by 2 equal 18.
And now which one is greater?
18.
Oh, 18 is more than 28.
Wait, oh yes, there's 28. 3 is the greater.
So 4/9 is the bigger. This one 4/9 is bigger than 2/7. Okay, thank you, my hero. And again, my
Teacher, I
heroes.
know now.
Okay.
Teacher, how do I know what is the right time to use the scissors method?
Okay, Maitham. Stay with me and tell me if we
This
use
is Muhammad Jamal.
Muhammad. Okay, Muhammad. If we have one question like this one, of course, using the first case, you say that 3/5 is more, right?
Yes.
Let's check the scissors method.
Okay.
We multiply this 5 by the 2 in the
Two.
other numerator. So 5 multiplied by 2.
Equals 10.
So I will write the 10 in the top here, small. I will write it in the top and multiply this 5 by.
Multiply 5 by 3 and equals
Okay.
15. So 15 is more.
Okay, so as you can see here, if you use the scissors with the first case, it will work. What about the second case? Thank you, Muhammad. I will choose another hero to help me with the second case. You remember this question, my hero? We solved this before, and this time I will solve it using scissors. I need help for multiplication, so I will choose one of my heroes. Muhammad Zaki.
موجود.
Of course, Muhammad, go ahead.
Here.
Multiply the 10 by this 7. And remember, my heroes, that before we said that the answer is less than. Let's see. 10 times 7 equals. What?
50.
What? 10 multiplied by 7 equals what? Muhammad. Okay, go ahead. 10 multiplied by 7. Ibrahim. 10 times 7 equals.
10 times 7 equals 70.
And we should multiply 5 by 7.
5 by 7 equals 35.
And which one is greater, the 35 or the 70?
70.
Okay, so we should write the same sign, less than, right?
Yes.
Okay, as you can see, my heroes, it's the same answer. So the scissors works for all cases. So you can take it all using scissors. Okay, let's solve some questions before we move to another thing. Thank you, Ibrahim. Great work. Okay, my heroes, you have 1 minute to try to solve this by yourself. When you finish, say your name. Use scissors.
Teacher, I really know it, I swear.
If you have the answer, just say your name. Don't speak too much.
Ahmed Wael.
Okay.
Saleh.
Okay.
Saleh.
Okay. Don't repeat. Okay.
Ali.
Okay.
Ahmed Wael.
Ahmed, you repeated your name 3 times. Don't repeat your name. Good.
Mahdi.
Great.
Karrar.
Great.
Teacher Malik Tamadi. Answer 32. 32.
Okay, so my heroes, the answer should be more than, less than, or equal, not 32. Okay, let's see one of my heroes. Karrar. Karrar.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Tell me what to
5
do.
divided by
Multiplied by.
5 divided
Multiplied by 3.
Multiplied by 3 equals 15,
I should write 15 here.
and 8 multiplied 4 equals 25.
No. 32. My hero, you need to check the table.
Okay.
So now, which one is greater? The 32 or 15?
32.
So 4/5 is greater. Okay, another question, my hero.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, my hero Karrar. And my heroes, another question. 3/6, 4/8. You have 1 minute, and please do not say your names. I will choose. Everyone try. And this time I will try those who didn't say the name in the first question. Don't say your name. Ali Zakaria? Ali Zakaria? My heroes, I repeat this again. If you don't answer me, you will get a note. Even if you don't know the answer, I will help you, but you should answer me. Ali Zakaria?
Teacher, you say Ali Al-Ghafi or no?
No. Salman?
Yes, teacher.
Go ahead, Salman, do it.
8 times 3 equals 24.
And you know, my heroes, you know this 24 is 8 multiplied by 3. So I will not draw the scissors. I will just write the numbers in the top. So I write here 24. And here in the top, 6 times 4.
6 times 4 equals... Wait, teacher.
Okay.
$24.
21. 24.
My heroes, I see you all, so there is no need to use your mics without permission. I don't like to give you a note. Okay, Salman, continue. Which one is greater?
So it's equal.
Yes, thank you, Salman. And as you can see, my heroes, this method works for any two fractions. So if you have any problems with any of the two methods in the top, if you have problems with the same denominator or same numerator, you can simply use the third method, the scissors. Okay, any questions? Okay, my heroes. Now, before we continue, oh no, not this one. Okay, before we continue, my heroes, I will give you time to try to solve these questions. I want you to try to solve questions 2, 3, 4, and 5. And use any method that you want to use. Any of the three methods, the three cases, and try to solve these questions.
Teacher, I am finished.
Great. And everyone, you have 2 minutes.
Teacher, I finished.
Okay.
I
And
finished this.
just wait, just give me a second. I want some names. Go ahead. Nader?
Yes.
Who else? There's someone else?
I finished, teacher.
Good. Saleh.
علي الغافلة.
Ali Al-Ghafli.
علي.
My heroes, do not say your name if you didn't finish.
Finish. I am Mahdi.
Great, Mahdi.
Teacher, I finished.
I am Salman
Okay,
Bisbah. I
Muhammad.
finished.
I am Muhammad Saleh. Finish.
Salman Bisbah. Finished.
Salman, don't
Teacher,
repeat your name.
Teacher Isaac Ray is here, but when he tried to answer, there was a problem with his mic.
Oh, okay. Ali Zakaria, if you can hear me, please tell me on WhatsApp what's your problem. Okay, Daniel. "30 seconds, my heroes."
I finish.
Your name, my hero. Say your name.
Ibrahim Osama.
Great. Okay, my heroes, now it's the time to start.
Light of time. Light of time.
Thamer, mute your mic. I'll make it a little bit larger so we can see better. And now, my heroes, let's start. Mahdi,
Yes.
go ahead.
Mister, I finish.
Please don't say your names now. Now we are solving.
4 multiply 6 equals 24. And 8 multiply 3 equals 24.
Okay, so I will write here for the first one. This is 24, and this is 24 also. So
It puts equal.
excellent. Thank you, my hero. Great work. And for the second question, I will choose one of those who didn't say their names. Ibrahim Zamami. Ibrahim Zamami. Hussein.
Yes, Mister.
Okay, Ibrahim, go ahead.
Yes, Mister.
This is Ibrahim Zamami, right?
Yes, Mister.
Okay, go ahead, Ibrahim.
One and four is greater than.
Oh. What are you using? Which one are you using? Which method? The same numerator?
This one.
The same numerator, right? So which one is greater?
Yes. 1 and 10.
1 over 10 is greater? Try the scissors.
Yes.
Try the scissors.
The scissors.
Yes, you will multiply the 10 by this one. It will be 10. And multiply the 4 by the other one, the other numerator. 4 times 1 equals
Yes.
4. As you can see now, which one is
4
greater?
times 1 equals 4.
So 1/4 is bigger than 1/10. Okay, my hero, do the next one.
Okay.
Use the scissors, quickly. Tell me what to write. 10 times 3.
10. 10 times 3, 30.
Okay.
25.
So which one is greater?
30.
The 30 is greater. And
I mean this one.
okay. So 3/5 is greater. Thank you, my hero. Great work. Abdulaziz Maher. Abdulaziz Maher. Hussein. Hussein Al-Hamad. Muhammad Mansour.
هنا.
Okay, Muhammad, go ahead.
4 5.
Explain, my hero.
4 multiply 2.
No.
8.
No. Take the denominator up to the other numerator. So 2 times 4. Okay, you took it like this.
2 times 4.
Because I want to know
it will
where
be
to write.
8.
I should write the 8 here. Okay? Okay, continue.
8.
And?
1.
No.
5 multiply
Yes.
1.
5 multiplied by 1.
5.
So 5 is less
The
than
winner,
8. So 4/5 is the greater. Okay, thank you. Great work, my hero.
yes.
So simply, my heroes, you can use the
Yeah.
scissors to compare any two fractions. But remember, take the denominator to the other numerator. Any questions? Any problems?
No.
Okay, thank you, my heroes. This is the end of our session. See you tomorrow. And goodbye.
Goodbye, teacher. Bye bye.